Hey everybody, welcome to Paul Programs, your one-stop shop for learning about mechanics and how things work under the hood for games. Today, we're actually going to take a look at templates. And we've talked about templates for making your own projects easier, but this time around, we're going to actually talk about templates that game engines actually provide you with. So let's get started. Alright, so game engines are constantly evolving, putting in new features, providing new technology to do cooler, more realistic stuff. So as game engines evolve, basically developers have to be able to learn how they work and get up and running fast. What a lot of the actual big engines provide you with these days are templates. And with these templates, you can actually get started building certain genre types and certain games with ease. Some examples is Unreal. Unreal has the ability to create top-down, third-person, or first-person shooters just from using a template that they provide. So this way, developers and designers can really focus on those core mechanics of what makes their game special or unique. Unreal also has its own with third-party racing game, micro games to start with, so on and so forth. So those who really want to get into game development and learn things quickly, sometimes it's easy just to jump into a template and start learning from there. Another engine that doesn't really use templates but gets you mostly started in what you need to do is RPG Maker. It has a lot of the core functionality for what you need to actually make a 2D role playing game, or at least a JRPG style 2D role playing game. And with that, all you really need to focus on is building out your content, building out your story, building out your world. So you're not as focused on worrying about, hey, I gotta figure out what mechanics I need or what battle system I'm working with. What stats do I need to keep track of? It provides a lot of that so you can get up and running really quickly. So, with that said, let's actually jump into Unity and take a look at one of their templates right now. Alright, now that we're in Unity, let's start taking a look at the different templates we have to work with when creating a new project. So, when you're actually creating a new project in Unity, you actually have your base templates, which are pretty much empty but set for the different types of modes you want to work with. Below it, you have different kinds of lighting. So you have your high definition render pipeline, your universal one. And then below that, you actually have all sorts of different other ones for specific devices, game types, 2D platform micros. So they have some learning content here to kind of get you started. And that pretty much covers all the different templates. And the get started one, you just hit this little download right here. And it'll ask you basically if you want to download the template, and you just hit download and you're good to go. So for this one, let's just select the third person and we'll go create project. And now we just wait. Now with Unity done pretty much loading this new project with the template and all the files, which fortunately does take a while, we can start taking a look at some of the first things you see when actually working with a template. If you look in your hierarchy, you'll see that you already have a scene called Playground, and there's a lot of different things set up here. Like if you click around, let's get off of here and move around. And if we zoom in, you can actually see here we have basically our player character. Here we'll have a camera that's going to actually follow them. So like most third-person games, the camera is always following away from the player, unlike first person where the camera technically is supposed to represent the head. And also, if you notice when we first got in here, that it actually made mention of a template. When you begin, it'll actually give you some data and information on all the kind of cool stuff you get from when you first begin. Yep, here it is. So it'll tell you what some of the stuff's in here, editing nodes, documentation, and then you can provide feedback. And if you look on our project here on the left, you can see there's that README. Then there's different assets that you have to begin with. You can see that there's some prefabs already created. You have your playground scene, which we're currently in, all the lighting, tutorial information, so on and so forth. So this is really a great way for anyone who really wants to get into building a game, but doesn't know where to start, but you do know what type of game you want to make, check out some of the templates. They actually get you started pretty fast. So there's two more things I actually want to take a quick look at with everyone before we call it on this. But when you actually go into the input system, you'll see here's your input settings. For those who aren't used to Unity's input system, this basically lets you set all your different key commands and so on and so forth. And because it's using the new one, you can create for the player, and there's different actions, and it's pretty much already set for keyboard and controller. So you don't have to worry about getting all the movement set up. It's all right here already done for you. The other aspect of that that's important are our scripts. And we have two different scripts. One that's basically going to move the character's body around, and then the other which is used for controlling and handling all the input commands. Here's where you can make your edits if you want to do certain other commands, or you can take a look at it if you want to create different interactions that aren't being covered here. Then you can figure out how to emulate those for, say, you want to shoot a weapon, or, you know, time skip, or some crazy mechanic that you're working on. This is a good place to start and take a look at if you want to figure out what you need to do for implementing the controller functionality behind it. But with that said, this is how you work with templates in Unity and get started on something without having to worry about getting the basics set up. Alright, so that covers our talk on templates. Hopefully you were able to get some great information and learn how you can get started making a game, basically using a template to get started, so you don't have to worry about basic mechanics like jumping and things like that. You can just focus on what makes your specific game unique, bringing in the models and art assets that you want to use. So again, thanks everyone for watching, and if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, let me know in the comments. If you like this, then hit the like button down there. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when I'm dropping more videos. All that fun video requirements stuff for being able to make more content. Again, thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you all next time.